Are we going to see two Falks?
Oh, he's 35. I thought he was 31. Whoops, my bad.
He's 36. No, I'm kidding. He's 35.
He's still getting older with the way that he's been playing. I don't think
he's so.
He's aging with the amount of stress that he goes through, and he's about to have the time of his life for sure with this ride. He has to face off against a Luke, and it's going to be the first time since his run in top 16 that he had to face off against a Luke, right? Initially, he had to face off against a teammate going against Cammy. Had to play Vicarian immediately after with the Zeku. And then shortly after that, he had to go through the rest of the squad, right? Taking down Captain Wise, Akira. He had to go through SKZ Seth, taking down another Seth with Sien.
Yeah.
And he just faced off against Bells. There hasn't been a single Luke in sight. I feel like the amount of control he's had and the amount of success he's had might just go out the window.
Oh, yeah.
When you play off against Brandon's untouchable Seth right now, and I say untouchable because he is indeed on the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yeah, Brandon has been untouchable on this Luke and just running a train on almost every single player, and we are on the championship ring in Metro City right now. And Lacuna C is already, losing that screen control that we saw before. You don't get to stay at that magical range. No V-skill allowed, no fireballs, no nothing, but again, establishing a space, great crush counter. Not for the damage, but for the control.
And what's very interesting specifically about this matchup, he hasn't really faced off against a character with a fireball.
Yeah, with a traditional fireball that we're seeing here. So that's what Brandon has right now. But, changing the tempo, really escaping the corner well. And it was all based on a block DP from Brandon. Brandon sending it early and getting punished.
With the activation here, coming in from Lacuna C. What are you going to make of it, though? Yes, opens up with the movement check with the low medium kick, and now it's going to be another throw. The bravery from Lacuna C, easily riding that momentum from his performance from the loser side.
I mean, after winning that many rounds, it's not surprising. This is the warmest you could be. So, one of the downsides of being in that Grand Finals winner side is you can get cold. I mean, you're not going to be warming up in those high-pressure matches the entire time. So Lacuna C is definitely on the ball right now, but Brandon trying to stay in that pole position.
See how that position plays off with the pole in front of him. Lacuna C still making it work out. That was a little bit of a funky situation, but Lacuna made off like a bandit. Not only got the damage with his positional reset, which might pay off. Okay, I was going to say Brandon getting a little antsy. Wants to make it a close quarters combat.
Yeah, now any touch after this throw is going to be lights out. I think that we will see Brandon cash out as much as possible. No punish right there, but now Gray health is huge. And again, it might be any touch from Lacuna C here because of the critical art. No confirm.
That could have been it.
Yeah.
That could have been low forward into the shot, into critical art, but that's not going to be the case now. Brandon has another shot at life. Just needs one hit for both players.
Triple dash forward, now locking down. V reversal comes in. We're not seeing any of the Sandblaster. A little bit too afraid. And no fear from Brandon again. That's the determination we've been seeing from him this entire bracket. Sending it in such a pivotal moment. And you know what? It's my ride or die, baby. Me and uppercut.
That was not the confirm he was looking for.
Nope.
Lacuna. That was not the confirm that he wanted.
Because Lacuna had the game right there off that hit, just did not follow up with the right option. And that happens when you're under that pressure. You got to be able to keep it composed. And right now the composure is on the side of Brandon. Great counter hit confirmed right here.
You were talking about counter hit confirmed. That was a chunk of damage just taken out. Gonna see, yeah, that was an excellent choice to V reversal too.
Yep. Oh, and that's a big confirm into the critical art. You are done. Brandon getting the first game, even though Lacuna C looked to be so strong in that first round. Not able to close it out. You have to be consistent against Brandon because he's got all the consistent tool. This man is OD, and he is trying to drive himself straight into the Capcom Pro Tour Finals.
With the way that he's performing, I gotta say, it's looking pretty, pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
For the side of Lacuna C, right? There's just been so much that has been put on the table to get countered with. Like, there's no sort of fireball game that he can play against.
Yep. And the thing about it too is everything.
It's so good.
It's so good. Everything that has been proving successful for Lacuna C, especially the fireball game, like you said, and the V skill, has not been on display here because Brandon is not letting him get to that space. Is not letting him control that zone, but still getting all these counter pokes excellently. And Brandon's not able to play that defensive counter poke game we saw earlier. He has to be on the offensive, and now there it is. The first time we've been able to set up this game plan. We saw it crumble all the other opponents, but no crumbling on the side of Luke. Oh no.
Talking about no crumbling. I mean, we might have spoken a little bit too soon. Lacuna, again, very, very comfortable in fighting out of the corner. But when it comes to the corner positioning, Luke does a ton, a significantly more amount of damage than
Oh, and punished. Yeah, because of the jump, recovered a little bit too fast, and the target combo was already committed to, so Lacuna C getting that round expeditiously.
I can't even speak English effectively when it comes to seeing Luke in the corner. Like I want to see, there's so much damage that can be put on there, but when you see the hits, you're just in shock and awe.
It's like you got no vowels in your words. You just have to say the sounds.
English is hard enough already.
Exactly. No enunciation, and right now we're gonna see who conquers the nation here. Nice jump in. Oh, but no, how do you drop that confirm?
I can't imagine what it could have been because he opted to go for a light punch follow-up after the jump in had landed.
Yeah, so not 100% sure, but I'm 100% sure that Lacuna C is evening this up right now. Great check on the dash, and you know, I might have spoken too soon. Brandon definitely crumbling under the pressure a little bit in that second game. It looked opposite of what we saw with the confidence. So yeah. I need to see him bounce back because Lacuna C 2 games away from the reset and has to feel good about that.
And that was just all from a very, very awkward exchange that happened after that jump in. I can't even imagine what had went on for Brandon on his side, but either way, the past is the past. We're on to game number 3. Lacuna C slowly pushing Luke towards the corner. Brandon firing away with some of these sand blasters, but medium kick has been the main poking tool against Lacuna C. And speaking of medium kicks, Falk has been using that as well a lot, but as it stands right now, it's been a lot of pole work instead of the footwork.
Yeah, so much pole work, getting the job done. I mean, it's paying in dividends. It's great for the entire game plan that Falk is trying to apply, and I like that. You know, Brandon was trying to sniff out the anti-air, but the fireball came in at the perfect time. Lacuna C, you know, maybe Brandon was thinking that they were trying to jump out of the corner, but I'm comfortable in the corner. This is my home, and you're just not, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me. And now stuck under this pressure. Brandon gets one touch, and it's party time. Uh-oh.
There's going to be a significant amount of touches here from Brandon to get a big opener.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be pretty huge, right? That throw might be spelling death. Then will Barrack Barrage. What happens afterwards? A safe jump. Then what are you going to do?
Yeah, went for the shimmy, and there is nothing to do right there because the Lacuna, all they had to do was stick out one more normal and waited excellently on the shimmy, too, from Brandon. Not afraid of the grab. Knows that the grab wasn't a checkmate situation anyways, so love that decision from Lacuna C.
We did see the opening from Brandon. Didn't actually get the hit for it. That was too far and really unfortunate. Not the biggest punish, but I think having this positioning might be a little... Oh, boy, just run. What was that? I don't even know. The No Avenger?
Yeah.
No sauce?
No sauce, no nothing, only shoulders. Ooh, nice. And again, we are still seeing Lacuna try to escape this corner and getting that real estate really well. Brandon giving a lot of respect. Ooh. Oh! Uh-oh. That is not what you wanted to see. Thought that was going to be a punish, but opting for the confirm, getting the buffer.
Damn!
Activation. This is rough. The Ross sweeps.
I mean, to be fair, he was looking for trigger no matter what.
Yeah, sweep into activation, so that scenario was more than safe for Brandon. You know, the knockdown is just a bonus.
Definitely taking that all tied up, one apiece, both in games and in rounds.
I love that, just walking through the V-skill, not afraid.
Like, what is this supposed to do?
It's supposed to explode? I don't think so. Going for the back throw right there. And again, feeling comfortable after the cross-up, getting the corner position. Once again, what a great check. So much damage on the table. Stun's not just yet. Maybe looking for that shimmy. Connects this time. Not able to keep the composure. And that was because... contrary to the other situation, Lacuna was not in fear of dying from the throw. That time, the throw was going to leave the stun, and it was a checkmate situation, so had to try to check the throw. It's literally a 50-50 at that point.
Guess for game.
Yeah, guess for game.
That exact scenario happens more often than not in these kind of scenarios, and it's still going to be very consistent with the character like Luke. I mean, putting characters in these guess for game scenarios happens more often than not statistically in comparison.
Yep.
It's just how the game works out. Lacuna C was willing to risk it, right? He had to make that guess.
Yeah, and that was the classic finisher too to most rounds. We see that at the highest level. It's always the shimmy or the throw, and you know, throwing it away. Lacuna C did not have the right option. That was clean.
That was a pretty sick anti-air option. Excuse me, air-to-air option.
And I love this decision from Brandon using the V reversal to get stop the pressure from Lacuna C, but still stuck. It gets the V skill charge as well, so a little extra oomph in the tank. It's still stuck in the corner. Oh. Yeah, finally escapes, but no, get back in there.
Or so you thought. Yeah, that back throw allowing Lacuna to continue the harassment. A single normal will do it.
Oh, and there are normals.
I didn't say for which character, though.
Yeah, because that crush counter is huge. Oh my god, this starter is going to be so much damage. Next touch will lead the stun. You do not want to go out like this. Oh, okay, there we go, there we go.
Woo,
false alarm, but
Crisis averted for sure.
One sequence was 50%.
Yeah, and the next sequence, if it didn't kill, it would have 100% stunned.
Yeah, which means that you were donezo after that, but Lacuna C staying alive. Counter hit, that means that that was an anti-air attempt and Brandon got stuffed.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, good confirm.
Yep, and the corner positioning is huge here, but nah, finally busting out. Lacuna C has been holding onto that EXDP the entire time.
Ooh, that exchange could have been so pivotal for Brandon if it had it paid off in his favor. But Lacuna C, again, being able to dictate the pace is going to be a very significant trigger activation, right? I think he's looking for the damage from mid-screen off of the Sandblaster, or to at least intimidate Lacuna to not press the button. Not the case. Does get the dash check. Light normals into this sequence. Critical Art, now he gets to play the game. He gets to establish so much dominance with both normals and projectiles.
Yeah, this is so rough. Because Lacuna C, even though it's one normal way, you really V-skilled at that range, and it's, no, not going to pay off. Not going to get the hit confirmed because the charge was a little bit too long. But again, such a good trade. 2-2 on the board. Lacuna C one game away from the reset. Brandon had all the resource right there. If he was able to get that confirm up the low forward, I think he actually would have been able to, I think he would have taken that round. But
potentially, yeah.
Yeah, dropping it at that moment, and Lacuna C gets off scot-free, now one game away. Are we going to see a reset? Is Lacuna C going to make the ultimate losers run? The ultimate losers run, the highest of levels.
I mean, we'll see. He's got so much to work with, right? Even after this set concludes, he still has to go through another set against Brandon. All things considered, I think he's doing a phenomenal job with the way that he's lining himself up. But right now, Brandon striking first blood. A great interruption at that. But still, firing away. Luke being able to advance so far out with these normals.
Yeah, and I love that, you know, Lacuna can actually challenge on these normals as well. You know, spacing out Luke excellently, keeping at that range where it's a little bit more difficult for Luke to go in. But using that V reversal to keep that corner position, I love the aggressiveness of that. Oh, that was so good, extending the... That's a way to work around the longer normals. Use the Sandblaster to make your arms that much longer. Yeah,
if you're trying to get around any sort of medium normal, Sandblaster is a great tool, but that forward heavy punch is just an even bigger threat, though. Like, yeah, he's hovering around like forward heavy punch range.
Yep.
It gives Lacuna the green light to move on in and start establishing pressure with that medium kick.
And this is where the pressure is going to be established on the side of Luke right here. Has the B trigger. Any confirm is going to be lights out, but big anti-air. And again, Brandon is trying to find the way. The ground approach has not been working. Air approach has been anti-aired consistently, but now the Sandblaster might be the key.
Oh boy, this jump is going to be huge. You're actually going to be dead.
Yeah, doesn't even have to spend the critical art. One bar to get it done. And set point. And that was so good. The timing to punish the air fireball. Brandon was waiting for an opportunity, and Lacuna definitely overextended there.
And that's the kind of mental break that might be...
It might be the tipping point.
It might be exactly it.
Oh, nice. Yep. And now it feels like everything is coming up. Brandon.
Oh, this is very important, right? He opted to go for the V-skill charge earlier off of the uppercut to get himself in this particular position now. Lacuna is getting forced into this little by little. The big confirm, getting not only the damage, but this specific scenario. This will apply so much pressure. One frame trap away. Oh, especially now, a throw is going to be doing it. Oh, man, the activation. It might be a Hail Mary from Lacuna. Brandon is backing off. He's not going to be taking too many chances. That could have been a giant jump in for Lacuna. But now here we go. Brandon is playing the defense of his life for the tournament.
Yeah, and I love that decision. The jump in isn't blocked. Now the throw comes down. Lacuna C is the one who's going to be applying the pressure now. You cannot take anything. If you block, you die. Critical art should be coming out. No, did not see the opportunity, but it doesn't matter. The punch right in finishes it off. Did not need the chip kill. That is going to be your champion. Sin Brandon takes it at the very end. Even though the confirm didn't come from the critical art, knew that Lacuna needed to run, needed to stay away because any other blocks and you were done. And there are no more blocks for Sin Brandon. You don't even have to enter the World Warrior Series. Even though Xian is supporting everybody else, Lacuna better get even more points. Better luck next time. Sin Brandon closing it out convincingly at the end. My goodness.
The cardinal sin of switching to Luke has paid off. Made a deal with a different kind of god right now, but hey, it's paying off. Brandon with an immaculate run, pretty much near untouchable with the way he's adapted opponent after opponent, getting himself in the realm of Capcom Cup, making it a huge possibility for himself, all because he decided to dedicate himself to the craft of Luke, the Church of Luke, really. At this point, listen, I'm really excited to see how the future is going to play out with all the Lukes that are presented. I want to know what strategies are going to be presented for players like Brandon, because he looked so untouchable against the rest of the opposition here in Asia Southeast.